Today we're going to talk about MIDI keyboards. Now, we're just not going to talk about just a bunch of random MIDI keyboards. We're talking about the MIDI keyboards that I own, and we're not talking about all of them because I'm not going to talk about the 49 and the 61 and all that. We're just going to talk about the minimalistic keyboard, the small keyboard that a lot of us mobile music producers love to use. I'm talking about the XKeys, and I'm talking about the M Audios, and I'm talking about the XKeys and stuff like that, you know, you're looking for something compact that you can just throw in a bag and you can keep it moving. All right. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to not help you figure out which keyboard you want, but I'm going to let you know which keyboard that I prefer. And I think I found that perfect one. Elbow Media Studio. And let me tell you something that's crazy about me. I've been doing music for about 25 years, right? And the funny thing about it is I really don't know how to play the keys. Like, I can play by ear and I can tinker around a little bit, but when it comes to laying down chords and doing all that, I just can't do that. It takes me a lot of time to figure it out, and once I figure it out, I'm happy and then I'm moving on. But you know what? I'm proud to say that that might not be a problem for me no longer. I'm telling you. A company out there named Melodix. Now, I don't know if y'all know about them. I may be new to it or old to it. You may know about it. I don't know. But I definitely was checking them out. Somehow they must have overheard me talking about that I suck at playing keys, and they sent me over the software. I have been messing around with this software, and I'm not going to lie to you. And when I was younger, I dreaded wanting to go get lessons and have somebody teaching me music that I didn't want to learn. You know, I just didn't want to learn that way. I just wanted to find some other way. Well, I'm going to tell you something, man. This has been an awesome experience using the software with my Midi controller, just as if I was working with any DAW, anything, and it all hooks up and it all just seems to work. It's crazy. I think it has like 1,500 courses. You could also use your 16-pad MIDI controller if you want to do some finger drumming and stuff like that. Look, man, this thing is crazy. I've been telling everybody in the B League about this. I really think this could really help you if you're really trying to learn. If you're advanced, you're novice, whatever, they have courses there for you. So check it out, man. Listen, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. It's gonna be a discount link. They're also doing a $1,000 giveaway every month. So if you click on that link, you get a 20% discount using my link, and also you get to be entered into the drawing that they do, and maybe you can win your $1,000 on top of you learning how to play. All right, man. I just had to tell y'all about that because this is a dope software. All right, man. Let's get back to it. Let's get into this list of keyboards, right? Because I got 5 keyboards. I hadn't bought way more than that, but I got 5 of them that I currently own. They're small, from a 25 to a 32, nothing bigger than that. And I just want to kind of talk to y'all about them and see if y'all experienced this, and see if, you know, y'all agree with me on which one of these keyboards is the one that I've chosen to be my daily driver. All right. So let's just go ahead and get started real quick, man. Let's get this thing going. The first one we're going to talk about is the XKey. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. When I first bought this guy, I was pretty impressed. It's futuristic. I mean, this thing really feels great. It took a little getting used to because there's not a lot to it. You know, when you push down on the keys, there's not a lot of, you know, movement. I mean, it kind of felt like, man, this thing is too flat. I don't know if I could play this, but it ended up being cool. It ended up being small enough for me to be able to, you know what I mean, put in a bag. Not really put in a bag, because I always felt like I would break this thing, so I never really took it anywhere. But, you know, for me to be able to get into some small places in the studio and get to work with my MPC Mark 1, because that's what I bought this with, MPC Live Mark 1, it was pretty dope. But let's just talk about what it packs, what it comes with. So it's 25 keys, right? It's Bluetooth, which is crazy dope, so you don't really need any connections. All you need to do is just Bluetooth this thing to your device, and you're ready to go for its iOS and MPC and all that. It all works. Like I just said, portability is probably cool if you get a case or something like that, and it is 25 keys. So 25 keys, portability is pretty cool, and it's pretty flat, man. I mean, look how flat this thing is, man. Like, this is truly the future right here. You know what I mean? And this thing, the battery in this thing lasts freaking forever. So that's some of my pros. Now, the cons to this thing is that I had issues with was the Bluetooth can be hit and miss. You know, I'll be messing around and then I'll lose connectivity, and I'm like, yo, what happened? So I got to go back here and push the button. It kind of takes me out of my vibe, and I'm just like, yo, I don't understand that. What's going on or whatever. I heard that was fixed in a firmware update. I just haven't got around to doing that. You know what I mean? And again, another con is the keys. They're cool. They're futuristic. You know what I mean? But they're a little flat for my liking, and you know, I mean, they're okay, but they're just not perfect. All right, so that right there was the XKey Air. I'm going to leave links in the description for all of these where you can go try them out, purchase them if that's what you want to do. Again, none of the keyboards that I have are bad. I'm just trying to give you some pros and cons as to why I like them and why I don't. Some of the features I like, some things that I don't like about them. The next one that's coming up is going to be the Complete Control. You know what I mean? Complete Control M32. Now, this bad boy is, okay, I'm going to be honest. When I first bought this joint, and this is a Native Instruments joint, the keys feel good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the keys on this, even though I can't play worth the crap. But I love the keys on this. They feel real good. They don't feel like toys. You know, even though it's a small form factor, they do feel nice. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. I also was really impressed with all of the controls that you have. Now, this thing works great with the Machine MK3. It works great with it, you know what I mean? From just being able to control everything inside of the machine is pretty freaking awesome. And you have everything here from scales to presets. I mean, you have this small little LCD screen, which, you know, I can't see worth the heck, but it's there. You also have transport controls on this thing as well. The only problem that I really ran into with this bad boy was it does not play well with others. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of this stuff doesn't work. If you hook it up to anything outside of Native Instruments, none of the knobs work. The play controls, you can get them to work. I'm not really 100% sure, but all I know is when I started trying to get this to work outside of the Native Instrument ecosystem, I was running into mad issues with this bad boy. And I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't have any pads on it, so I felt some type of way about that. Even though I bought it because I do have a machine, so I was like, yo, this should be perfect. I can just move around with this bad boy and we'll be good. But yeah, I mean, I'm not just making music inside of the machine, but you can also get this bad boy for $139, and it kind of falls within that price range of the 119s for the MPK Mini, and you know what I'm saying, the Oxygen. So yeah, but that was my main thing with this, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I do not use this a lot anymore. I probably need to just sell it or do a giveaway or something. But yeah, this is the Complete Control M32 for $139, and yeah, I don't really use this bad boy as much, but I do love the keys though. Just to let you know. The next keyboard that I bought, I'm not gonna lie to you, this was the hard one right here. This is gonna be the M Audio Keystation 32 MPK3. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, this bad boy here, yeah, I really like this keyboard. I do still use this keyboard. This keyboard sits at my studio workstation underneath my monitor because it's so small that I can really just put this thing anywhere and it just fits and it works. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the keys they're a little small, you know what I'm saying? It looks like something for a little 5-year-old to mess around with, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is a pro MIDI controller, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really too much of a fan of the bend functionality here, and I didn't even speak on it, but inside of the Complete Control, it has like the touch bend. I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? So that was a pro or con that I forgot to tell y'all about with the Complete Control MIDI controller. But this bad boy here, it has a little volume, so it doesn't have a lot of control. That's the one knock at this little guy. It does not have the control, but the one thing that's great about it is small, and it costs $49. $49, and you can throw this thing right, it fits right underneath the MPC Live too. And yo, if this thing would have been, you know, had that colorway of the MPC Live too, yo man, this thing would be literally perfect. But yeah, if you're looking for a very small, throw in your bag portability, top notch, not really too much control, no transport controls, no stuff like that, this would be the one for you. But at the end of the day, this is still not my daily driver, unfortunately. But I do like this bad boy. Ain't no question about that. You know what I'm saying? I do got love for this bad boy. All right. All right. So let's move on. All right. So coming up next is going to be the last two keyboards, in which are, to me, the most popular, if not one of them being the most popular keyboard probably in the music industry as far as portability. And wherever you look at a video, you'll see this MIDI keyboard inside of, you know, content creators' videos. It's going to be the XKey MPK3 Mini, whatever the hell. This keyboard, and I got the gray edition, so you know I had to go all crunk with it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna even sit up here and play. This is my second one. The other one I had was white. I did a review on that. If you want to see that, I'll leave a card up here so you can go check that out. I'm not gonna sit up here in front. I do like the MPK Mini. I'm not gonna front. You know what I mean? Like I think it was right there on the edge of being probably the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? As far as just small MIDI keyboards, and it's so great. The connectivity is great. You can plug this thing up and it just seems to work. You know what I mean? You got your infinite data dials right here. You got your bank controls. The pads are stupid. Like, ain't nothing really competing with this. You know what I'm saying? If they would have took the complete control, and put some of the machine pads onto that thing, it probably would have been, yeah, it probably would have been in my top 2 or top 3. But the pads are great. The keys are great as well. I mean, I don't know what it is about XKey keys when it comes to this MIDI keyboard. I don't know. They always just feel weird to me. But you know what? They feel better than the other models. Like I said in my review, they're doable. Okay, they're doable. I guess since I have fat fingers, it's just, I don't know, it's just hard for me to get used to playing something so small, and I already can't play. So, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm already locking the heck up. You know what I'm saying? But I really, really like this keyboard. Like I said, you know what I mean? It's almost a perfect keyboard. What is there bad to say about it? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really a fan of the pitch joystick here. Never really have been, but I know they tried to keep it very small, so trying to, you know, throw something on there. I mean, they could have made them super small right here, like little switches, and I would have been fine with that. The joystick is okay, I guess, but yeah, I've never really truly been a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that, you know. And as far as the play controls not being there, that's one of the reasons why, to me, this is not one of the, if not the top MIDI controller in my mind. And in everybody else's mind, this might be the #1 controller for them. But for me, without those play controls, which they could have just slapped them right there, well, I could have just pushed stop and play if I wanted to, because everybody is not going to just always use this with the MPC. And I think that's what Akai was thinking, that, hey, this is, you know, this is a driver for the MPC. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We got play controls on the MPC. Well, guess what? If I want to use this with the iPad, I want to use it with something different than the MPC, I want to have those play controls. So that was one of the things that I complained about in the beginning, and I'm still complaining about it now. I do still got love for the MPK Mini Mark III. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, and you see I got the great joint, so it is what it is. Let's talk about my #1 small MIDI controller. That's my daily driver. This is what y'all been waiting for. I'm glad you've been sticking around for this. All right, it's gonna end up being the M Audio Oxygen Pro Mini. Listen, man. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I bought this bad boy soon as it came out, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems to me like everybody over at M Audio said, we got to figure out a way to outdo the XKey MPK Mini, and in my mind, they did that. You know what I'm saying? It comes with transport controls. Let's just get that out of the way right now. You got your transport controls right here. The keys feel good to me. They don't, you know what? They feel better to me. I'm just not gonna lie to you. I like, you know, I like the MPK3, the MPK Mini, but these right here did it for me. They feel good to me. They feel nice and loose. They don't feel really too tight. You know what I'm saying? They just made some great keys in M Audio. I got another M Audio controller in there, and it's a 49 key, and that feels great to me as well. Another thing that I love about this MIDI controller is you have DAW control here. Yeah, I can just scroll through here, and I have different DAWs, and presets that I can use, and all I do is click it in, and now I'm set up for whatever. Ableton, I'm set up for the MPC software, Reason, all of that is inside of here, and I'm just ready to go. I don't have to try to find some type of software or some type of documentation to figure out how to route everything. It's already ready to go, and I'm not gonna sit up here and act like these pads are outdoing, you know, the MPK3, but they're not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, these pads to me feel they're not better than, you know, the MPK Mini, but they're close, they're doable. It also has some stuff like scales and chords and all of that. Then look, you got your mod wheel here, and you got your pitch and bend. Hey, this is traditional stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? You got mad control with this bad boy, and that's why I am in love with the M Audio Pro Oxygen Pro Mini, because they did that, bro. Like, they really went and they tried to take over this market. And let's not even trip on the price. And I may have forgot to tell you the price for the MPK3, which is $119. This Oxygen is also $119, and it comes with more keys. It comes with the DAW control already ready and presetted and locked up in there. Only thing it doesn't have is the infinite data dials, but man, I don't be tripping on that, like, talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is enough for me to get it done. This is an all-in-one for that price. I just could not pass this bad boy up. So if you're looking for a MIDI controller that has everything you need, this is the controller. Now, if I had any issues with this controller, right, would probably be the fact that it's just a little bit bigger than, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're looking at the MPK Mini, it's probably got another 3 inches on the MPK Mini. You know what I'm saying? And that could be a deal breaker for someone. They could probably be like, yo, man, this thing is just a little too big for me to put in my bag. But I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't got no problems with this. This will fit in a backpack, period. You know what I'm saying? You still got to watch all your knobs and all that. So, you know, you got to be careful. But it can get around with no problems. You know what I'm saying? And it's a little bit of a learning curve. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to switch things and get it done. But compared to some of the other stuff out there, trying to get stuff to lock in with your DAW, being able to use some of your controls and do all that, it could be a nightmare. They already got stuff preset, already ready for you to go. So there you go, man. I just really ran you through all of the small MIDI controllers that I have. Now, I do have the 249 XKey MIDI controller sitting behind me over there on my right. And I have M Audio, like I was saying before, 49, and that's also a 49. But listen, man, I want to thank Melodix for definitely sending me over the software. Don't forget, man, you know, these cats is killing it with this software. If you're out there and you're really wanting to get better at playing, I would advise you to definitely go download the free software ASAP. All you gotta do is download it. You can go through a few courses, get a feel of it, you know, see if it works with your MIDI keyboard, which is gonna work because it already has tools and stuff like that to help you get your MIDI controller working if it's not plug and play. And do not forget, I got links in the description for you to go in and click on, so you can definitely get into that drawing for $1,000. Remember, man, this is a pretty cool piece of software, and if you're like me, you want to get better, you're trying to get better every day, you want to do things, you know what I'm saying, the right way, you want to learn music theory, you just want to get stronger, then definitely give this here a shot, because I'm telling you, it's pretty dope. All right, man, it's your boy Marcus Elbow, man. ElbowMediaStudios.com. Don't forget that. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man. Appreciate all the well wishes and all that. That was love. All right, man, I'll catch y'all later. Peace. I'm out.